What's going on, everybody? It is Jakesbee here, and today I figured I'd do a track review, or at least like kind of like a glimpse into intent and like how I created it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive in. And also, thank you guys so much for all the support on the track. Um, Much love. So okay, so that's the intro. It's a pretty short intro, and there's not a lot of elements to it, to be honest. I mean, we have a vocal here, down there, a bit of automating with like pitches and granulators, a little bit of rising here, or risers, and some kind of like atmosphere with this. But starting out, I mean, we have like our little. Let me turn this up a little bit. I don't think you guys can hear all of this. Yeah. Yeah, so that starts the track out, kind of gives it that dark, mysterious vibe to it. And then below that, we have our sub, kind of just teasing. And then we just have some drums, some percussive drums. And like that initial, like, you'll hear it in a sec. That like is the crystallizer effect that we have on there. So, and then from there we have just some like risers, some simple risers to kind of like indicate like, hey, we're about to move on to a different section of the track. And then with the atmosphere. Yeah. Boom. So it's a fairly simple, not really too much to the intro. But then with the vocals, it just kind of fills the air, the empty space. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the intro. And now I'm gonna start it from here, and then we will go into the drop portion. Okay, so like in pattern one, we bring this back in the drop. But what's different is we have crystallizer on it, which I love the way that sounds. And then like here, the crystallizer, it gets more intense with it. In like, oh, sorry, with this like little automating, just makes it really tense. And now from here, we have like kind of our strings. But also we still have this dun 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 in it as well. That's pretty much throughout the whole track. And next, yeah. Yeah, so and then like the favorite part, which really is like the meat of the track, is this Reese that also, I think this, okay, the sub and the Reese are probably in the same pattern, pattern 6. I really love that. Um, yeah, let's dive into it a little bit. So like here, it's literally just two sounds layered. So like we have this. Oh, you can't even really hear it. Let me just turn this stuff up. Well, actually, let me just turn this master up. Okay, so from there, and then we put the sub below it, kind of like frequency-wise, and then it's whole. It's indemnified. It's made whole again. Yeah, so it's a really interesting piece of work here. And then we have like just some fill elements. Boom, and then, and then some shakers in there as well. And these like little, these are layered with the snare down here. And low key, this track is still pretty unorganized, but I hope it makes sense a little bit, the structure of it. So it's like it's kind of ear candy. Like I don't really hear it when the whole track is playing, but it adds just an extra layer to that snare. And then we have our kick, and we'll just yeah. And then like down here, I know it's probably a little hard to see, but we have these little things right here are side chains. So anytime the sub or anytime the kick hits while the sub is playing, it'll duck the sub so the kick can come through the mix. And now down here we have our vocals, and then with this down here, this is a portion of the vocal that I just chop. Let me turn off the crystallizer. So and that's pretty consistent throughout the whole track. The vocals. I got it bad, 'cause the way you're looking at me keeps driving me mad. I don't understand how you do it. I got it bad, 'cause the way you're looking at me keeps driving me mad. I don't understand how you do it too. I got it bad, 'cause the way you're looking at me keeps driving me mad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's pretty much the first drop, and yeah, pretty much. That's, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much like the track, to be honest. And then we bring back the shakers. And this part right here, 49 through just about 57, this is I would probably say the closest thing to a bridge in this track that we have, because from here it drops off right into another drop. Um, so yeah, this is the intro drop, or I guess intro slash build up, but this is the drop, and then we have a brief little break right here, and then it comes right back in. And then of course outro is on this side. So yeah, I'm gonna start it from here, and then you guys can see what I'm talking about. If I go too crazy, would you come and save me? I don't know how long I can go. Taking it slow. Taking it I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've kind of destroyed this mix, messing with the channel faders and stuff. But just for reference purposes, um, in the second drop, we have the incorporation of the guitars. And then it still comes through. I really like this portion of the track as well, because I think this is like the first time I've incorporated some sort of like guitar-ish sound in my music. But yeah, like, so once we pass that bridge, I mean, it goes right back into the drop. But we kind of change up the drum pattern down here. So instead of just a boom, boom, oh, let me turn this off. Sorry, it's the wrong one. So we still have the kick, right? But then we come over here. And the shakers are, I mean, they're present throughout the whole track for the most part. And then yeah. Yeah, and then, I mean, we still have the same like pattern as we initially did in the intro, but instead of it being on one octave, it's on two different octaves, and then we also have some top leads going at the same time as well. And then this one is a very subtle string sounding, kind of behind the mix a little bit. But now, gearing up to get into the outro, I have these piece sweeps, what I call them, and that is this. I mean, it's really peaceful. I think it was a great way to kind of give the listener a break, because the track is really just a drop throughout the whole thing, to be honest. So this is kind of like the rest period to, catch your breath. And now getting into the outro, I'm gonna play it from right here, and then we can break that down as well. If I go too crazy, would you come and save me? Yeah, okay, so jumping right back in, we I really like that portion of the horns, kind of like some cinematic feels, and under it we have the kind of the strings. The strings are kind of back in there as well, which I mean it's so beautiful. I mean I love this. And likewise, shakers back in there again, and just some sound effects, some FX. Yeah. And kick, snares, and then the bass. And I honestly I automated the bass to go along with the kick. So anytime the kick hits, this ducks. So that's why we have that cool. Yeah, but let's see what it sounds like without it. I'm just gonna do this guy. Sorry guys, I keep forgetting to turn the crystallizer off. Yeah, so you guys get the point. And from there, we just have this very subtle atmospheric vocal. Wait, I don't even know if you guys can hear that. I think it might. Wait, I'm destroying this mix. Yeah. And it really just fills those spaces up with noise and stuff. And then the vocal, of course. If I go too crazy. Yeah. But yeah guys, I mean that's pretty much intent. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's probably kind of short and not as detailed possibly, but if you guys have any like suggestions or any like more tracks you want me to break down and give you a little bit of a glimpse into like my creative process and making this, feel free to leave a comment below and remember to like and subscribe. And until next time guys, take care, be safe, and thank you so much.